We are in a privileged position in Kingston to have the Cancer Trials Group, which was started here and works out of here. They run cancer trials and the human testing of cancer treatments and drugs across the country in over 80 cancer centers. So we raise a lot of funds at Relay in Kingston. Even more comes back to Kingston to help these guys do the work that they do and help us create more survivors. So welcome again, guys.
Thank you. I want to thank Kelly, Mary Sue, who you just saw, and Shirley, and the Relay for Life Committee for asking me to speak tonight about my cancer journey and Relay for Life. I participated in my first Relay for Life on June 1st, 2012, just 2 weeks after my last chemo cycle ended. I'm very honored to have been asked to be a Relay for Life community champion. It's imperative that Relay for Life participants and donors understand how important this event and the local Canadian Cancer Society office is for people like me as we fight for our lives against cancer. Cancer first touched my life in late 1990 when my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer. He died 4 months later, April 2nd, 1991. Then in April 2002, my mother-in-law, who I was very, very close to, was diagnosed with metastasized breast cancer. She died 4 months later, August 4th, 2002. Fast forward to 2012, when I was diagnosed with stage 3 diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. It was very aggressive, and that meant in addition to the tumor I could feel in my neck, I also had 3 unknown tumors in my abdominal area. I had to have chemotherapy, and I had flashbacks to my dad. I was terrified of the nausea. Through past and continued research, doctors have come up with very good anti-nausea medications. I underwent chemotherapy from January to May 2012. Through research, scientists have found a drug called Rituxan that has become the miracle drug for lymphoma. Rituxan allows me to be cancer-free. Now my story jumps ahead to November 2016. I started to lose weight. By March 2017, I started to have abdominal pain. In April 2017, I was feeling something bump the inside of my ribs. I was diagnosed August 9th, 2017, one day before our anniversary, with relapsed non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I immediately started a harsher regime of chemo that still used Rituxan, and on October 30th, 2017, I had an autologous stem cell transplant using my own stem cells. Without advances in research and treatment, I would not have had my stem cell transplant this past October to beat lymphoma a second time. Instead, lymphoma would have beaten me. The bottom line is, if people had not raised money for research, I'd not be here today. Every Relay for Life dollar counts and stays in Kingston. I can't imagine dealing with this disease and the anxiety, fear, and depression on my own. Some people must because they have no family or friends to rely on. The local money raised is used to fund vital support programs such as Wheels of Hope, peer mentoring, and cancerconnection.ca for people with cancer, their caregivers, and their families, all through our local Canadian Cancer Society office in Kingston. The local money raised is also used for research here in Kingston, as you heard earlier. I force myself to fundraise because maybe someone will have a better prognosis or cure rate in the future. That maybe they can find a cure for my now follicular lymphoma, which I am fighting again. Maybe you won't have to tell your children that you only have a short time to live. I want to personally thank all of the participants and donors for actively showing your support for those of us who live with cancer every single day. Cancer changes everything. Your efforts do make a difference. I relay and fundraise to fight back, and to pay it forward so there's hope for cures and better treatments. I relay to remember my dad, who died from lung cancer when I was 26, 4 months before my wedding. I relay to celebrate my ability to live life to the fullest, however long that may be. So let us all celebrate our efforts and have a great time tonight. Thank you.